crazy times up in the fucking sport. This is Westwood. You know how we fucking does, baby boy. Understand, my man fucking Titch, the best that ever did it. Crazy and big out there. Holler back. Now turn the fucking camera off.
What is it that makes you want to dance?
Well, it's that crazy beat that's making us move.
Don't follow me now.
Don't make me laugh. You fancy a song? Alright, get your ears round this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Crazy, 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 crazy Titch, yeah.
Right, regrets. Do I have any regrets? Psh, nah, man, I don't allow myself to have regrets. I turn a regret into a lesson. What you would call a regret, I just take that as a lesson. I ain't got time to have regrets, because of a regret, you will sit down and start doing the woulda, shoulda, couldas. A woulda, shoulda, coulda will turn the same person insane. I don't entertain anything that leads to the you lose your marbles road. So yeah, forget all of that. If I've had a regret, I've turned that into a lesson, and I make sure, right, we live by this. We are not trying to make that mistake again, and that's it, you know, like that. So nah, man, I'm not trying to be that person saying that if I could have, or I should have, or I would have. Whatever you've done, it's been written for you before you've done this. So no, I don't have no regrets. I just have some severe lessons I've had to just learn as a knucklehead, you know, like that, as a young kid that just didn't really want to just listen to anything. And you know what they say, who you can't hear? All right then.
I can see you're not a J2G. You can see I'm a bad boy MC. Say my name, Crazy T. I can see you can see.
Friends before, no, listen, I'm telling you this now. Obviously, it's obvious. You come jail, you probably got a million friends. I didn't even. So I probably had 25 to 30, and the rest was all just hanger-ons. The hanger-ons were gone when the handcuffs went on. And then I got bail for a month, and then they tried to come back around. I was like, no, don't be so stupid. No. Yeah, so the hanger-ons were off straight away. And then the ones that thought they'd stay the course, they probably lasted about remand time till I got sentenced. And then the honeymoon period, once sentence happened, I guess there was still a few more. But to be fair, from come jail till now, I've got the same. So I told you, support. I'm lucky, but it's been enhanced. I won't lie. Obviously, people, you can tell from whatever you see in the papers, it's been enhanced. Like, there's been people that have come into my life since then, you get it, that are good people, like wallahi good people have come into my life since then, and now are part of my support system as well. So I won't even act like it's just these, but the bulk of it is this my family, and the people that are not my bloodline family, they are now my bloodline family, because they've done probably more than 80% of my bloodline family. Do you get it? But yeah, the same ones, man, they're the real ones, to the tilt, to the wheels fall off, you know, you know, like that, to the soil. So yeah, my ones that are still there, they were the truth in the first place, and the ones that fell off, I ain't surprised.
I can see you're not a J2G. You can see I'm a bad boy MC. Say my name, Crazy T.
All right, so my top 5 Grime MCs of all time will be Dizzee. It's close between Gets and Kano. They're kind of quite similar sometimes. I'm gonna go Gets. I'm gonna go Dizzee, Gets, Kano. Wiley, D double, done. That's it. That's my 5. That's it. That's my 5. That I would say. Yeah, and if you're talking about today, I'll put. Oh, it's hard. Without none of the next generation, just the originals, then that will be my 5. If we're talking today and these young ones, then I'd have Stormzy would win that race hands down. Then I reckon second from his generation will be, what's his name? Novelist, Reels. A next one. Oi, Capo Lee, you know, Capo Lee's a shot. I'm telling you now, he's a good shot. That should be 5. If not, I'm getting old. Storming, Capo. Oh, Izzy Gibbs. Sorry, nah, there's loads. Nah, this generation's got loads. I can't even just give you 5 because you got the likes of Izzy Gibbs. You got Deadly. You got flipping. Yeah, bruv, there's too many. You've got even what's his name over there from Nottingham. What's his name? He calls himself Uncle. What's his name? Chantel Fiddy's one. What's his name? Him. Yes, that one. Nah, there's too many to mention, bruv. That's the truth. There's too many.
I can see you're not a J2G. You can see I'm a bad boy MC. Say my name, Crazy Titch.
What can you expect from me in the future? Obviously, a documentary. There'll probably be a few documentaries. But hopefully a factual documentary, you know, because people keep just, and I guess sometimes it's like annoying, because I'm like, yo, fam, how are these people just, first of all, yeah, if anyone says my co-defendant, yeah, Anthony Green is my uncle or my stepdad or anything, you're chatting shit. That's a lie. Please, people, stop reporting on the stuff you read on the internet. It's not true, or in the papers. It's not true. People say these things, and I'm like, that's not even true. You don't get the basics even wrong, you know, like that. So, like, hopefully, like, we'll do one in it, so it will be a factual one, and it will be clearly not like anyone else's, because it will just be fact based. So, well, apart from that, yeah, books. I've written 2 books so far. I need to write a 3rd one. What else? Like, also people like, oh, when you go home, what are you gonna do? I'm not gonna be jumping in that booth and running up and down, am I? So, yeah, I'm trying to be making films. I think there's like bare stories to be told, not just my own story. I feel like there's a whole heap of, there's a plethora of stories not told, untold stories that I think people are just nervous to tell, you know, like that. Like, we've got our own paid in full stories. Like, we have these, you know, we have true stories, but everyone just always looks to the Americans just to this, oh, damn gang.
I can see you're not a J2G. You can see I'm a bad boy MC. Say my name, Crazy Titch.
So, my relationship with Stormzy, aka Neo, yeah, I called him Neo. I do. He deserves that name. And I tell you why, because he obviously does numbers. And not the only fact that he does numbers, he does them clearly more than everyone else. Like, if you put, I think, probably the top 3 other sellers together, I don't know if they match his numbers. His numbers are incredible. You know, like that. And it's quite a numbers game. But that's Neo. For me, he's Neo anyways. And there has been other people that I thought was gonna go through and then do their thing. But you know what happens? People sign to labels, they get told the direction, next minute man's doing pop R&B and all that, and then they drop them. And then everyone comes back to Grime with their face looking down like, oh, I should have never left. I tell man this now, like I just, yeah. I just don't. Anyways. I told man from years ago, don't do that. I told man, I was on road DVD. You can go and see. There's one with me and I think I was on Daenerys one. I'm telling man, go independent. No one wants to hear. Everyone wants to just. Anyways, but that's another thing. But he's a real brother. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You know, like that. He's come to check, man. Twice. He's come to check. He come on my youth, furthermore. He brought my son with him. You know, like, I've got family members that ain't come on visits with my son. You know, like that. And that's like my favorite, that's my son's favorite MC at the time. That's him. That's Stormzy. You know, like, next minute you're on a visit with him. Next minute you're going back to his yard. My son's telling me my jammer's chung. Like, I've not got eyes. You know, like that. So, like, it's real. You know, like that. Like, it is real. He's a real person in the sense that I just see nothing and had nothing but humbleness. You get it? But I will also say that that doesn't mean because he's a humble, he's an idiot. Like, a couple man have been, they found out like, he's not an idiot. Don't. I wouldn't think he's an idiot, you know, like that. But I think like, people should, like I said it on the album. I don't get why people don't want to embrace. I guess, you know, like, I think fear of competition and fear of being the old thing and not the now thing. I think that could be something to do with it. But he is definitely, nah, man, he's good people's. Mom's left. I got him.
I can see you're not a J2G. You can see I'm a bad boy MC. Say my name, Crazy Titch.
if I could have a conversation with the Prime Minister, I would say, look, yeah, firstly, please stop copying America's judicial system. It doesn't work. Their reoffending rates are as high as ours. Tougher sentences can't work without rehabilitation because guess what? Whenever you let that person out, they're going to be worse than when they went in. So please, please, please look at Scandinavia. They have less reoffending. Over there safer for your public. You're saying you're there for the public. Their public safer than our public over here. Why? Because they put money into the prison. Not when the prisons kick off. They keep money in the prisons and they make sure they are rehabilitated. They mean it. Over here, it's just a keyword. It's a nice word that people like to fling around. Yeah, we want to make the community safe. You're lying, you know, like that. And I personally, I think you're just lying because you want to keep the tax receipts, so you keep people in a job, you know, like that. You don't want the world to be crime free. Why would you? How much people would be out of work if that was the case scenario? And you'd get less tax receipts. So that is my personal opinion. You don't really want there to be no crime. That's just my personal opinion. But my personal opinion to the side, I would say, where's the rehabilitation? I am here. It's broken. It's been broken. I'm rehabilitated because I've chose to rehabilitate myself. Self change program. I chose to go on there, volunteered to go on there. Do you understand? And then put things in place to make sure my change was serious. Now, that's not everyone's gonna have that level of thought. Everyone's not gonna have that same thought process I had that they want to go and change. And it's not, please let me also reassure you, the prison itself did not make me rehabilitate. I chose to. Yeah, I have kids that are younger than me, obviously. Yeah, and I can't be more immature than my kids. You know, like that. My kids can't be at a growth that's higher than mine. No, I'm a parent. I have to parent. Do you catch my drift? So it's due to my kids. Is why I had to then rehabilitate myself and force myself to grow up, which every day is like groundhog. So that's quite difficult. But that would be my first thing. And secondly, I would say teach consequential thinking in schools. Stop asking people, do you know right from wrong, and then expecting that to be it for the rest of their life. You know right from wrong. So that's just that. That's a very fickle way of thinking, yeah? Because someone might say yes, but not really understand it. What happens when they do something wrong? Do you understand? There's many little kids in there now that they didn't know what they was doing. I can say they thought they knew what they was doing. Oh, I'm on the roads, I'm doing this bad boy thing. They're in prison now, looking around like what the hell happened? You know, like that. They've got no money, no life experience, nothing. They're just here in prison now for another 25 years, writ off. Like, this is what I am seeing here. Like, you still can sit in Westminster and say what you like. I am telling you now, consequential thinking and a lack of empathy. These are two things because you have to dehumanize someone to be that violent towards them. So these are two things you lot should be pressing more in school. Consequential thinking, making consequences real, yeah, and also teaching people empathy because you have to have a lack of empathy. You have to. There's no other way. You have to dehumanize people and make them not human beings in your eyes. And this is a conversation I would have with a politician. And until these things are changed, you can't expect true change. No way.
I can see you're not a J2G. You can see I'm a bad boy MC. Say my name, Crazy T.
When did I get into politics? Right, I started watching the politicians. Yeah, when these politicians done right, they call it a scandal. It's not a scandal. It's a crime. They was taking people's money. One of them, cheekiest one. This guy went and spent racks, thousands of pounds for a house for ducks. He took people's hard-earned money and spent it. But he's not a criminal. Yeah, he's not a criminal. Yeah, he's not. He can't be a criminal. He's an MP. What are you talking about? Yeah, but he took people's money and built a yard for ducks in his yard. Then you had other ones that were buying second houses, selling the second houses, and keeping the pee. I'm like, yo, this is. These people are criminals. I need to watch what these people are doing. So I've been watching them since then. And anyone that knows me will tell you, I don't watch like the EastEnders and these things. I don't watch these things. They're not for me, you know, like that. I watch daily politics, obviously daily question time, Andrew Marshall, I like a bit of dispatches, panorama. I love some of that. You know, like these are the type of things I'm into watching. You know, like I rather watch Blue World than watch one of them type of generic programs. To be fair, that's not for me. Oh, stand-ups obviously, but I'm saying about what I like watching. It's about politics, right? So yes, I've been watching them since then. Please pay attention. Watch a politician, not answer nothing yes or no. they actually have witch doctors, yeah, which sounds spooky in itself, yeah. Why they got a witch doctor? It's just so they can evade questions and just throw stats at you. I wish I knew that. I wouldn't have got no comment. They would have been asking me shit. I would just throw stats at them, you know, like that, and just not answer no questions. They're gangsters. I don't give a shit. You have to rate them. Like, they're G's. Like, they do whole heap of U-turns. They don't mess with people, and they just don't give a dash. Really, I should have been paying attention when Margaret Thatcher took the milk from the kids. Really, I should have said that was a bit spiteful. Kids need milk, you know, like it's got good fats in there, calcium, teeth, bones growing. You get it? So I should have been paying attention from then. But no, after the scandal, I've been watching them, and it's mad. You please watch them because there's not many. And I'll tell you this now, and I don't care, right? Because I'm supposed to be Labour in it, yeah. But even that's been a bit mad of late, yeah. I just think it's all just I rigged. It's rigged.
I can see you're not a J2G. You can see I'm a bad boy MC. Say my name, Crazy T.
So like you see racism, yeah. I grew up in Newham, innit? So my borough was a racist borough. From Silvertown, North Woolwich, Custom House, Betton, Canning Town, Glasgow even was racist when I was growing up. You could be walking to school and someone just call you a nigger. So Upton Park, racist. Oh, that was racist as well. And especially if the football game was on. You didn't want to be in Upton Park if the football game was on and if West Ham lost because you could get racially attacked. Big and serious. Like I used to go, I had a friend over in Custom House, Dubber, big him up, yeah. Dragonfly clothes. Man will be on Dragonfly clothes and leave after dark. And I don't walk under that underpath. Man is straight walking across the A13. Not just me. Enough, man. Man weren't trying to get Stephen Lawrence, you know, like that. Like, let's be real. But there was some black families over there, but I don't want to be rude about them, but they're not really, they're not the rice and peas black people anyways. They're like the, yeah, them ones, you know, like, yeah, they weren't rice and peas in it. I'll just say that the man definitely weren't rice and peas. And we had like, they're not anymore as well. Let me say this before I'll say the next bit. We did have racist families, like families that had, like they were racist. They were just on smoke. Like you couldn't go near them. Like they changed though. You see, before 2000 came in, they changed. They'd been around black people and they changed. You get? But I'm talking about before they changed, it was that type of thing going on. So I do understand racism. I've been in Full Sutton, racist jail, straight up and down. Also, I've been in Dovegate, just left there. Dovegate, racist jail. Mr. Vian, you are racist. You are racist, straight up and down. You're racist. Yeah, that whole jail is racist. It jumped off between two fractions of people, one white, one black. Even the black people that wasn't involved got shipped out. I got shipped out. When I got shipped out, I said to the camera, "This is ethnic cleansing," and he probably thought I was just joking and being funny, but I wasn't. All the white people got to stay, and they were the aggressors. But okay, it turned bad for them, and all the black kids. I don't want to say black actually. All the melanin people had to go. So like, I know racism. V, and you're racist. Not just you as well. Brat, most of you there are racist anyways. I don't care. Racist, racist, racist. I can say it because I've seen you not do racist shit. Do you understand? Now, when people act all surprised, like, oh, racism still exists. Of course it still exists. It's their thing. This is their society. This is their. They then said this what things are not cool. Once they're finished with them, you know, like selling drugs ain't cool now. It's illegal. Come on, stealing's not cool now. Holy but stealing was going on before they decide. This is their thing. So you got to think about it. If you set up something to keep you and yours in, yeah, you're gonna rig it. So you're cool. Do you understand that? And all yours are cool, and people that look like you are cool, and you bring him in, and he. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So I don't know why people are acting, acting confused about it. Like I think people should just wake up. Like racism is real, you know, like that. Even the people that like MPs and that they say racist shit all the time. One of them said Muslim women look like letterboxes. Now, I'm not being funny, yeah. I've never heard that one. That one was brand new on me. But he's allowed to say it. He can say what he wants. Let someone of melanin say something against their society. You're a terrorist sympathizer or some type of jazz or whatever. Ugh, it just makes me sick. But racism still exists. It will always exist. It's here. That's where it is. You know, like that. And to be fair, white people ain't just racist. There's black people that are racist. People be doing racist. The difference is white people are hella powerful, so their racism can have knock-on effects.
I can see you're not a J2G. You can see I'm a bad boy MC. Say my name, Crazy T.
All right, so Crazy Times was an idea that I had in prison before. Obviously, I got home in it. Then I got home, took my mum's camera, and started filming. Now, the stuff I was filming was man getting cunch, man's in Bazzy, doing up cunch, getting chased out of Bazzy. Yeah, we had 2 police chases in there. A couple man getting moved to in there. One guy even turning to the camera while he was doing what he was doing and saying, is this crazy? Like Crazy Times, the DVD that really was gonna come out was gonna be very hard hitting. This is a snapshot of London and what man are doing right now. You see what I'm trying to say? That's what it was gonna be until I got a letter from the police saying, we've heard you're recording criminal stuff. We'd like to view your tapes later. So that went out the window. Then I started recording music stuff. And I remember Lord of the Decks, I've gone Hackney Market, Lord of the Decks was selling. It was just a CD. I've got, I think, one of them on Capo. It's Capo. He's on camera saying, yo, where you got your camera for? And I'm saying, I've got a camera. I'm recording my DVD. This is what it is. I already knew CDs, it's dying out. CDs are going to die out. It's going to get visual. Like I knew it was going to get visual. I've not long done media studies in jail. You know, like I've seen the history of stuff evolving, you know, like that, from TDKs to a CD that reads in zeros and ones. So I understood what was going to happen. I saw it. And the only person that was recording Grime, like day-to-day Grime, before me is A+. No one else. That's why on Crazy Times you'll see A+ recording when me and Dizzee are going back to back on the bonus bit. A+, and that's like April, just after the first Eskimo dance. That he's recording, I'm recording. So he was recording before me, I would say that, or about the same time, but he's practice hours, so big him up. He's the only person, everyone else is after. That's just a fact that no one can argue. I would say this about DVDs though. Once I started selling my DVD, I realized that a lot of man was getting bumped. Like we didn't get no money from it, and really we should have, because we made them DVDs. You understand? Me and Dizzee should have got a cut out of Conflict. Of course, we should have. It's me and him. The whole thing is about me and him, and we didn't get a pound. Oh, he might have got a pound. To be fair, I didn't get a pound from it. You see what I'm trying to say? So once I'd think I'd shot it on my first day. I made like 6 racks my first day. I remember turning, I was saying to Eden was Risky Roads, yeah. I was saying to my man, so this is one day, this is what them man have been doing. After that, I had a different type of relationship with them man over there, because I'm saying like, rah, boy, you man have been milking. Like, Lord of the Decks, shut off. You know the way, Lord of the Mics, shut off. Them man have been shutting them, and ain't no one got a pound. So, yeah, I wasn't really too happy, but obviously, whatever it is. But Crazy Times DVD. Look, it turned out to be, if you watch it, there's stuff on there like that you can hear me when Westwood saying, "Man, I'm going cunch." You don't call it county lands and that. It's mad. I've never heard of this thing before now, and I don't really understand it. But man, I've been doing those things. You know, like from yonkers ago. It seems like things are just on a bad repeat. But yeah, man. Like Crazy Times 2, some of that footage was crazy. Man had Cedric the Entertainer on there. Man, now you could see man's progress, you get me? Man's in Glastonbury V Festival. Man's doing the Glastonbury that they have over in, what was it, Sweden? I can't remember. It was mad, bro. Man's in New York. It was going off. The second one, the feds have got that footage, man. Feds have got